telling you, it was a squirrel intestine that got mixed in.
What are you doing? Ow.
Good morning, beautiful people. I might as well address it now. Yes, I did have my ears adjusted.
Yes.
Took a slight weight loss.
Slight.
My head feels a lot lighter these days.
Yes.
And a lot cooler.
Yes.
All of the projects that have been going on outside, I was tired of my hair being in my face, so got a haircut.
Hacked it off. It's gone.
It's been about 8 years that I've had that hair long. Actually, yeah, how long? It was
yeah, it's about 8 years.
March of 2017 was the last time I got a haircut.
8 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Been a minute.
all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
I think what's nice is if I change my mind, I can take a couple years to grow it back out.
Right.
So.
No big deal.
All right. What are we doing today, lady?
We are doing all of the sausages today. Lots of sausage. So, we are out of all of our cased sausages because we ate them all last year.
And they were delicious.
And we haven't made any more this year with all of our new pork. So, that's what we're working on today. We're going to do some linked breakfast sausage, which we have not done before, but we usually do patties. So,
yeah, we mix up a whole bunch of breakfast sausage and we just make patties because it's just quick and easy.
Right.
But we were talking last time we were eating them, it would almost be better if they were like links.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we used to get breakfast sausage links way back, you know, a million years ago from the grocery store.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice because you can eat, you know, 2 or 3 of them and like you're good.
Yeah.
Have this big old patty that's like a burger. Sometimes you burn out on.
Don't want that much. Yeah. So we'll do a little bit of breakfast sausage linked, and then we're gonna do some probably garlic sausage, like a dinner sausage. And then there is some extras for you to make more pork patties if you want. Mm-hmm. We are still on Whole30. We've gotten through week 1.
Which is the hardest week.
It is, but it's been great actually. It
has been great.
Very bad. We've seen some detox attitudes in some people of the house.
It's sugar. It's sugar.
Yeah.
You know, you go off of carbs and sugar, all sugar. Like, unless it's in the form of, you know, an apple or something, all processed sugar stops. Yeah. And believe it or not, you do detox from that, and it can be a little rough.
Yeah.
So, we've done this before. We knew what to expect. It was just interesting
to see who
in the household consumes the most sugar.
Right.
Not that we eat a ton of sugar, but you know,
we eat a lot of baked goods.
A lot of baked goods and stuff like that. So
it's all homemade, but. Yeah, but it hasn't been too bad this time. So the first time we did Whole30, it was like, oh my gosh, we're going to die.
Oh, it was miserable.
This time it was like, it wasn't like a little uncomfortable, but not too bad. So
we got
we're doing all right.
3 more weeks to go.
Yep.
And we'll just keep on. We're eating really well. Surprisingly.
We are eating really well. We're eating great, and it's delicious. So, I mean, I do miss honey in my tea, but
yes, I miss some maple syrup in my coffee, but.
And on the note of maple syrup, usually we put maple syrup in our breakfast sausage, but we will not be doing that today because we want it Whole30 compliant so we can eat it we're in the next, 3 weeks.
Couple weeks.
So.
Oh, my arm's getting tired.
So that's what we'll be doing today. I am going off of our recipe that we've come up with. It is in our pork cookbook. I will link that below if anybody wants to get it. It's pretty basic. It's just, we kind of took recipes from here and recipes from here and just kind of combined them and mixed things, and we've just adjusted seasonings over the past couple years as to what we like. So that's what we're running with today is our recipe. So this large grind. Ooh, I hope that's defrosted all the way. You're proud of yourself.
She figured out how to move chairs.
She did.
And so she's like super proud of herself.
You're a goofball. This large grind will be for the large sausage, the garlic sausage, and this will be for our... How much of this do you want for pork patties?
I don't know. The frozen ones we can use for patties.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll get a couple lunches out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, we will do, because we'll eat breakfast sausage. So I'm going to weigh this. Oops.
That's a little frozen still.
That one's a little frozen still. Let's see. Is this one any better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'll leave those out to defrost a bit more. Woo, no, go back. 8. There we go.
8 pounds.
Good. I have to do a little bit of math. Alright. Maybe 2.5-ish tablespoons of salt.
Jack, you making a mess?
Yeah. Dropping raisins everywhere. Dried fruit has been our snack of choice. and fruit, but we're out of fresh fruit right now on Whole30. And what's really funny with Whole30, because you're going off of all sugar whatsoever, including honey and maple syrup, is you go to eat fruit, and once your taste buds adjust and you get the actual sugar out of your body, fruit tastes so amazing.
Oh,
it's incredible.
Well, you can eat other things too. You can eat vegetables, and you can taste the sugar in the vegetables.
Yes, it's really incredible. Makes you really, really appreciate Whole Foods, not the store, actual Whole Foods. So in the book, I do put a lot of sage in our recipe, and I note in there like, hey, this is a lot of sage if you like it really, really sagey. But lately, we've wanted a little less sage, so we will be doing a little less sage.
Quarter cup.
That's a third.
So you're recommending maybe not putting as much sage? Mm-hmm. Would that be sage advice?
Will you mix this?
I will. Here, you gotta hold the camera.
Okay. It still froze.
There is a frozen chunk right in the middle of one of those.
Alright, Ben's getting the stuffer set up. Our stuffer that we found at the restore. Store.
It was brand new in the box, but it was missing one critical piece.
Yeah.
Which was the plunger
gasket
seal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Cabela's, I think.
Yeah.
Got on their website, ordered the, $2 part.
Yeah.
Got this thing for, I don't know, $30, $40.
Yes.
Brand new in the box.
Super, super great find. Really awesome find. Okay.
All right.
So you're putting that together. I am getting our sheep casing. So we get our casing from the sausage maker, not affiliated. We just found them on Amazon and we've loved their stuff. It's been great. So I have the sheep casing for breakfast sausage, is a little bit smaller. Circumference, right? That's the right word? Yeah. So it comes packed in salt in the package. And so you rinse it and then you soak it in water for at least 30 minutes. It's been probably about an hour or so now. So it softens it up and gets any extra salt out.
Gets it nice and pliable.
Yeah, so I've never actually used the sheep casing before. This is very tiny, so I'm hoping it's not a big fat pain in the booty to...
I hope our stuffer's
small enough. Yeah.
Our stuffing tube.
Yeah, so usually with the hog casing, it's a lot easier for me to deal with it, but we'll see. Okay.
So there is a full stuffing tube.
This is a 6-pound stuffer?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's not the biggest one. Like, it's way smaller than we had wanted to get if we were going to purchase one. But, I mean, it was at the restore, and it was, like, way, way cheap. So we're like, hey, we can deal with a 6-pound stuffer for now. That's fine.
It actually works out because currently we are still in the experimental phase of making sausage.
Yes. We don't have, like, set recipes that we absolutely love, aside from this breakfast sausage. Okay, come on. Now the trick is to get it on here without it tearing.
My little C-clamps over here so I can crank on this thing.
Oh my goodness, what a pain.
Are we going to stuff sausage today?
You want to do this?
Is it ripping?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
Let me try.
Okay, you do it. Got another one ready.
I think our tube's just a little too big.
Well, it's the smallest one we have.
Getting in a more comfortable position.
Oh, there you go. That's a good
You want to hold this up for me?
Yeah, sure. Is it just too tight?
It's like ripping. It's so tight.
Ripping. Oh no, it's ripping. Maybe this one will be a little bit better.
That one looks a little bigger.
It does, yeah.
I just wonder if a little oil would help.
I suppose we could try that, yeah. Oh yeah, that's way better.
Way easier.
Okay, so the other one's just too tiny. Yeah, that's way better. We were having such a hard time getting the other casing on, and I think it's just too tiny for the tube.
It was squirrel intestine.
It's squirrel intestine! It got mixed up. No, this is sheep. The other one was squirrel.
Should make sausage links.
Little breakfast links, yeah.
Yeah, I guess no way we're having tomorrow.
Hopefully. Some space Nice. All right. So left it a little airy, I guess, to make room for twisting.
Fine.
Yeah. So.
You want a cookie sheet?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Why is this sausage stuffer so much fun?
I don't know. You're having fun.
This is like
Enjoying it.
fulfilling in weird ways.
Satisfying.
It's satisfying.
All right. Oh, that's a beautiful little squirrel you got there. I'll copy that.
You can pick it up and do this if it's not cooperating.
Really good.
I think the breakfast links in the store must have been stuffed in squirrel intestines.
Right? Because they were tiny. I was just thinking that. Another snake.
Those are long.
That'll be a decent amount of sausage. I guess that first one was just a fluke.
I'm telling you, it was a squirrel intestine that got mixed in.
Must have jumped the production line.
Like it was too small.
It's like a sausage cookie.
Alright.
Alright.
Show off your handiwork. That one little piece only.
Yeah.
You made 3 links?
Three links.
Alright. You want to demonstrate?
Yes. Not that I'm an expert at this, but just kind of even it out a little bit. And then pick about 3 inches or so.
About that much. That looks like a breakfast link.
And twist. And then what I like to do is fold it over the next section so that they're both about the same size. Twist again. The trick is you twist the other way of what you twisted before so that they don't unwind. But like I said, I'm not an expert. So they're not the prettiest, most perfectly stuffed sausages, but they'll be good. Slice off the excess and then there we go.
Alright.
Sausages.
Sausage links.
So don't squeeze them too hard or they'll pop out the end, but there we go. Are you ready for a nap?
She's very much ready.
She's not having fun anymore. I will twist sausage, and you go deal with the baby.
Yep.
Alright, I forgot to grab the camera. The leftover meat that was in the sausage stuffer that, like, there's not enough. The thing bottoms out and there's like a little bit left in that. I scooped all that out, made a couple patties, and then I packaged up all of the sausages. We have 14 to a pack. That represents a meal for us. We have 6 packs, 7 packs. So we have a week's worth of breakfast sausage. That's the only problem feeding this many people. Stuff like that doesn't go as far. A million years ago, back when it was me, you, and several very small people, that would be too much. That would be, each package would be like 3 meals.
Yeah.
So it's just where we're at right now.
That's all right.
That's why we grow a lot of pigs.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready to sample these?
Yes, I am.
I really want to sample the links. There's a couple links that they didn't make it to the vacuum sealer. So we've all eaten breakfast sausage. Like this is our recipe sans sugar.
Right.
But stuffing them in a casing will make them seem different.
Yeah. Oh, it's not really missing the maple syrup at all. That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh, that'll be so good for breakfast.
All right. On to the next thing. I think we're going to eat some lunch real quick.
Yes.
And then on to making more sausage. All right. Lunch has been et. We just had leftovers from last night and various other things. The baby is supposed to be in there taking a nap, but she's just talking. So I'm sure she'll be out here soon.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're going to make some regular size sausage links. Kind of like bratwurst. Kind of a sausage, just a general purpose sausage. Sometimes it's nice to just either throw some sausage on the grill, some brats if you will, or sometimes she'll cook them with
veggies on a sheet pan, like stuff like that. Yeah,
it's nice to have if we're out doing something and it's like, oh, we didn't plan for dinner, pull some sausages out, cook them real quick, It's nice. So
Yeah.
that's what these sausages will be.
Yeah. So we're using a recipe from the charcuterie cookbook. We used this recipe last year, and it calls for putting red wine in it, and we didn't particularly like the red wine. It was too strong.
It really made the sausage taste like wine.
Yeah.
Like it was just...
Maybe the one I had wasn't particularly good, but it's fine. We're not gonna put wine in it this time. So this is just the fresh garlic sausage. So we need to get some garlic minced up, and then it's like salt and pepper. That's it.
Pretty simple.
One thing I have realized from these recipes.
Gotta change arms.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
One thing I have realized from the recipes in this book is they're very salty, actually. They're
Yeah.
a little too salty. So this year I'm going to do what we usually do with all the rest of our meat is we'll weigh it out and we'll do the equilibrium. And so probably about 1.5%
1.5% salt.
is what we'll do by weight.
Man, that works so
It does.
good.
It works great.
Garlic sausage.
4 ounces of salt. All right, in the proper spirit of garlic, I'm not measuring.
You measure with the heart.
That's right.
I feel like there should be this much garlic, so there's going to be this much garlic.
Probably about 2 heads of garlic, actually.
Now, people are going to see that much salt piled up on top
Oh,
and
yeah.
be horrified.
Yeah.
That's actually not that much salt, and
It's
it's
not.
all going to get mixed in. You won't even see it.
Yep.
Measuring out the weight of the meat and then figuring out, 1 to 2% salt, it's perfect. Like, once you figure out exactly what salt content you like, oh man, it's perfect every time. No guessing. It's kind of convenient.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of stuff we still cook, and it's just like, yeah, about that much salt.
Right.
Looks great. Garlic, no, there's no measuring.
Yeah. So with this, I did a 1.5% salt ratio, and we'll get it mixed up, and then we'll actually cook up a piece and taste test it to make sure.
Oh, darn.
All right, you gonna make us a test patty?
You want a big test patty or just a
Just a small one. That's
Okay.
fine. We just need to taste it. Okay. There's our sausage patty.
I mean, it looks okay. It smells okay.
And we'll see. Taste
Let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll
Yeah.
try it out.
Well, okay. You prefer toothier sausage.
Yep.
I do not. So we'll see. We'll see what each of us thinks of this.
If all else fails, I can go get the grinder, and we can put a finer plate on, and we can just run all this through the
Yeah,
grinder.
we could.
So we're gonna find out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder if it's gonna be too toothy and just be like big chunks of, because there's some bigger chunks of fat in here.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. Sometimes the fat will render down nicely. Sometimes it does not.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's too toothy.
That's too toothy.
I don't like that.
I first bite I got a kind of not gristle, just a harder bit of fat.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're in agreement there. This is why you do a test.
We'll run that through the grinder.
Okay.
This is our big chunky grinder. This is a 3/4 horse, right? 1 3/4 horse.
It's big. 1.5,
1.5.
I think. Yeah. It's the biggest that Lim sells.
It's a number 32. It's like a horse and a half or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
it's horse and a half.
It's a pretty good sized grinder. It is more than powerful enough to do what we need it to.
We've been happy with it.
We've been very happy with it. We're not affiliated with Lim at all.
Nope.
Maybe we should be, but their products are great. Like
Yeah.
all of our meat lugs, like there's a lot of Lim products we use, and we've been really happy with them. So
Yeah, they've been awesome.
if anybody's looking for a big chunky meat grinder, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
And when you're doing stuff like this, go to Harbor Freight and buy one of these little foot switches.
Yes.
You plug the meat grinder into the foot switch, and then the foot switch into the wall, and when you're all covered in grease and grime, you don't have to hit the button on this thing. You can just hit the foot pedal.
Fantastic.
It is fantastic. I think I paid $10 for this.
Okay, this is hog casing rather than sheep casing. Again, from Sausage Maker.
Sausage stuffer was so much simpler.
It was.
So you're gonna cut that part off?
Yeah.
and tie it. And then cut the sausage in half into normal size.
Yeah, we'll twist them and get them all ready to go.
All right, we got all of our sausages stuffed.
Yes.
Time to link them up.
Right?
We'll get them all linked, packaged, whatever.
Yes.
We will get them vacuum sealed and in the freezer, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
Dinner time.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time. Let's go. Don't forget to tie your ends.
Yeah, I think so. First one's tied.
Uh-oh.
Here.
What do you find?
This is not going to be very much sausage either.
All right, so we did 7 sausages to a pack. Sadly, that size, like that amount right there, is not a meal if we cook just this.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, when the boys were, knee-high to a grasshopper, yeah, absolutely. We could actually cook half a pack. Me and Meg would slice them up, and we'd sit there with toothpicks.
Yeah.
And it was like a very poor charcuterie board.
Yes.
We'd put out like, for the boys, we'd put out like ketchup and mustard, a couple different types of mustards and cheese and stuff like that, and then we'd cut up the bratwurst or whatever we had, mind you, and you stab your what you're eating with a toothpick and eat it. They thought it was awesome.
Yes.
And it was a way to get them to eat everything on the plate
Right.
and be happy about it.
Yes.
And it was also a way to stretch our meat.
Yeah.
We are not really stretching our meat these days because
They eat a lot.
they have hollow legs.
Yes, they do.
Like I don't know where it goes. It just.
Good appetite.
But that's all right. Like, we do this because we love food. We love feeding people.
Mm-hmm.
So, realistically, say we have some cabbage and some potatoes.
Yeah.
We could probably do one of those packs and get away with it. It's probably more like 2 packs. That way everybody can have 2 sausages.
Right.
Yeah, that's 7 packs. So, either 3.5 meals or we could stretch it and get 7 meals.
Yeah.
So,
That's all right.
we don't do these for like weekly eating. We do the sausages because it's a nice treat every now and then.
It is.
Like, it truly is a nice treat, and especially when it's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And the more we've made sausages and we kind of know what we like and what we're looking for, it's fun to experiment. It's fun to change recipes and do what we want. So I'm happy. Like, all in all, if you weigh out how much meat that is sitting right there, plus what we already did with the breakfast sausage, like, we just processed, 20 some odd pounds of meat?
20, let's see, this was 15 and then 8, so that's 23 pounds.
Yeah, 23 pounds of meat. Like, that's a lot of meat in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So, it's all good.
It works out.
All right, I guess we better clean up this mess so we can start the dinner mess.
A mess.
So, what's in the oven already?
Oh, I should check on that, actually. Alright, this is creamy mustard chicken. And since we cannot actually have cream, it's coconut cream that's in there.
Coconut cream.
And mustard.
I mean, on chicken, that's probably going to be pretty good.
I think so. So, there's Dijon mustard. I had a little bit of brown mustard too, so I can mix them together. And chicken broth, and coconut cream, and salt and pepper and garlic. And just spread it on there, and it's been cooking for the last 2 hours, so those are ready to go.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it does actually.
It reminds me of honey mustard pork chops, is how it kind of smells.
It's very similar.
Hey, we can see. All right.
Alrighty.
Creamy mustard chicken.
Yes.
Got some vegetables.
Yep, a little bit of vegetables. We're going to the grocery store tomorrow. We're on the edge of our vegetables at the end. So.
All we got left is cauliflower.
Yeah, just some cauliflower.
Cauliflower, I used to prefer that to broccoli, and something changed. I don't know, now I like broccoli more than I like cauliflower. All right, summon the horde, and we will sit down and eat. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today. Please bless this food for our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
The skin is delicious.
Is it delicious?
All right, so rather than wrap it up in the house, we decided we're gonna wrap it up out here in the garden. The garden's not quite growing yet, but
No.
we're getting there. One thing we wanted to talk about before we wrapped it up is there is an event that I am speaking at. We would like to invite people if you are interested. This is gonna be in Asheboro, North Carolina. This is the Start Somewhere Homestead Fest conference. It's a small event.
Very small.
Very small event. Limited number of tickets, I guess. It's gonna be fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's gonna be my first time, like, well, not my first time speaking, but first time in like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I think the last time I spoke was 2019, so it's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit.
So we'll leave a link in the description. There are still tickets available if you would like to come and join us. It's kind of a local, regional, if you will. But you know, it's open to anybody who is looking to come hang out.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be a pretty fun event. It's May 24th. For anybody wondering, clear your schedules, buy a ticket, and come on down and hang out with us. It'll be cool.
That'll be great.
So, other than that, that is going to do it for us for today. So we will catch you guys on the next one.
Bye. You see the cat.
Cats.
Cats.
It's so hard to think when a cat is rubbing on your leg.
It is.